Who's an internet famous person that needs to go away? Nikocado Avocado. Somebody get that poor man off the internet and into a therapist's office. The more I hear about this guy, the more I pity him. He's honestly the perfect example of how fame and money at all costs can make you miserable. Ace family. Using kids for money is the worst shit any parents could have done. I don't know who this family is, but in general I think the kids of influencers should, at minimum, be protected by the same laws child actors are. Limited work hours, and having a portion of earnings put away in a trust. I really hate the way these kids have their private business blasted for clout and cash. I keep my kids' social media presence very low key, the occasional non-public pic, and never embarrassing or overly intimate. Like, we went to the park today, not, here's a gross thing that happened during potty training. And every family blog channel trying to get views with shit, like we called Chuck E. Cheese at 3 AM. And backquote Among Us in real life gone wrong? Don't forget all the tags after like OMG. And gone sexual. Does 5-minute crafts count as a famous internet person? That's not a person. That's a definitely not shady Russian Cypriot company with ties to Russia, which mass produces this kind of throwaway to nonsensical clickbait content across more than 100 channels in at least 8 languages. They are the second largest company creating content primarily for YouTube after the one that made Baby Shark. Yeah, not scary at all. Andrew Tate, a really horrible piece of shit who is influencing young men and teenagers with his misogynistic caveman teachings. Surprised this isn't higher at time of scrolling. Dude is using the algorithms to target impressionable young men with outdated harmful information. He's also hiding out in Romania and has been open about the fact that this is because their laws on sexual assault are more lenient, as he's accused of several sexual harassment cases in the UK. Damn, I'm old. Who are these people? Till that I don't follow people who are internet famous. I'm okay with that. Jake Paul. Both Paul brothers, I'd say. They can fuck off and go quest for a last name that isn't a first name. Ace family. I take a little pride in not knowing who any of these people are, yet I'm on the internet most of the day. Food babe for promoting complete nonsense regarding food safety. She propagates the idea that an ingredient is unhealthy if you can't pronounce it. Like an 8th grade science flunky who is getting even with a subject she never even tried to learn. Lead is pretty easy to pronounce. Is that safe? Anyone that uses their kids for likes and views. Adults may bug me, but they can make their own decisions. Kids can't. Isn't the top YouTuber a kid that plays with toys? Just looked it up, and it seems like the kid I was thinking of, Ryan, is old news, and there are a bunch of others that earn more than him. I'm glad I don't know any of the names in this thread. Keemster. I fucking hate that guy. Dude's like 40 and trying to stir teenage internet drama. James Charles. Everything about that guy just screams erg. Anish and Shane Dawson. Never heard of Anish, so had to Google. In the backquote people also search for I get Chris Hansen lol. That can't be good, right? Gabby Hanna. But what if in the monster? Literally every family YouTube channel. Trisha Paytas. I used to think she was funny, but she's unhinged and a compulsive liar. Yes. She's harmed so many communities, like the Jewish community, LGBTQ+, alternative communities. She's literally batshit. That family that adopted the Chinese kid, raised him for like 3 to 4 years, discovered he had disabilities, and gave him away, so they could find themselves, and help him lead a better life. Except the person they gave him to is now using him on Instagram for their own exposure and greed. The Stoffers are the ones you are thinking of. Specifically Micah Stoffer, that vegan teacher. My first exposure to her was the video of her showing a black ragdoll and using the N-word as an acronym to spell out positive traits, like N is for nice, I is for intelligent, and summing it up with how that makes the N-word okay to say. What the what? Is an Asian still a thing? If so, he needed to disappear about a decade ago. Pretty sure he's gone from at least YouTube now. The Right Opinion on YouTube has a 3-video explanation of that whole fiasco. Time warning though, it's long. Chris Chan, because no one deserves that life. Realistically, Chris probably is going away due to their legal issues. This is how I know I'm old. I don't know 90% of the names on here besides Kardashians and Andrew Tate. I just turned 33. I only know the Kardashians, but I couldn't tell you which one is which. Ali London. Oil London terrifies me so much. Like, does he really think he looks Korean rather than something out of Uncanny Valley? Eugenia Cooney needs to get off the internet ASAP. The internet has only enabled her. She's needed help for far too long. Andrew Tate. Andrew Taint. James Charles, a literal predator. The inventor of the pink sauce. The Kardashians. Anyone who takes part in Love Island or similar programs. Influencers. I hate to break it to you, but the Kardashians are not just internet famous. Addison Ree's dad just saw he was trying to start beef with Young Gravy. We can't be having that. Gravy's response is golden. The guy on TikTok sticking his tongue out when eating something. I'm glad I don't know who you're talking about. That avocado cunt. He's incredibly strange, that guy. I thought he was just mentally ill or depressed or down shit, but then I saw a clip of this multi-million-dollar suite he got where he talked about how he enjoyed watching poor people suffer from the window. Fucked up, man. Basically all of those life hack channels, a majority of them are telling people to do things that are extremely dangerous and will likely put people in the hospital or kill them. Yet you to ban Facebook, just keep allowing them to exist. Jake Paul. Andrew Tate, the dude knows what he's doing, has just a giant fucking troll. I don't think so. He's telling you who he is, so believe him. He said he's gotten every girlfriend he's had to do porn, so he can profit off of it, and was charged with sex trafficking not too long ago. He's just a piece of shit. People can't believe that it's his real personality. EDP 445. He just can't accept that he got exposed. Andrew Tate at the moment borderline pedophile and sexist, and he's straight up just scamming his fanboys. It's sad, tbh. Eugenia Cooney and the family that are enabling and profiting off her extreme and life-threatening illness. Trisha Paytas and James Charles. Amberlyn Reid. Any of the far-right lunatics that target young, depressed men. Jordan Peterson. Ben Shapiro. Andrew Tate. Joe Rogan. Alex Jones. A bunch of insecure weirdos who make money by encouraging people to be hate-filled sex pests. Nikocado Avocado.